Good evening, everybody. I'm hoping you can hear me this time. Welcome to Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay 4th edition, Once Upon a Time in the Old World. We have been used as a hand puppet by the Chaos Gods so far. They can hear us. Yes, thank you, Pete. Okay, yes. So I'm glad you can hear us. Yeah, and that's good. Anyway, I'm Jim, and I will be your game master for the foreseeable future on a Wednesday evening, which I'm sure you are extremely pleased and proud about.
I am.
As so you should be. And these are my players, and this is what they're playing.
Hi, I'm Roger, and I'm playing Johann von Erfinder. Apologies to any Germans that are listening. I am a human student engineer.
Hi, I'm Aaron. I am playing Hagen Ritter von Delbers, a human Middenlander squire to the cult of the White Wolf.
Hi, I'm Kevin. I'm playing Gerhard Akram, who is a wizard, human wizard of Shimon, if that helps.
Who's next? Dwarf Dan. Dwarf Dan, that's me. Right. Hi, I'm Dan, and I'd like to apologise in advance for my bad accent. I'm playing Mordek, the merchant, dwarf merchant.
Hi, I'm Colin, and I will be playing Carolyn Rademacher, the human crafter, foreman, totally not a criminal background at all.
Good evening all, I'm Dan also, so there's two Dans tonight, and I am playing Ilmarin, the High Elf, and I'm an envoy.
Okay. So, yeah, let me apologise again. We've had a number of technical issues that I'm sure we've beaten by now, honestly. But, yeah, thank you for joining us. Okay, we shall begin then. So, you have been travelling long and hard from Outdorf. Your last real taste of civilization was when you stopped off in Stromdorf before you took the river road that from the River Tufel alongside that towards your final destination in Ubersreik. As always, it's been raining and raining rather heavily. In fact, it's been torrential. And we're getting to the point in the evening where sight is getting bad, the light is dimming, and it's time to begin to look for a decent camp. As you travel along the road, you can see some lights up in front of you, and it looks like what is a camp of some form. And as you get closer, you can see what some form of coach cart that seems to have lost the wheel, and it is sort of teetering onto one side.
You should probably try and stop and help them.
Yeah, Johan, I think that's probably a good idea. After all, you spent a lot of years in college to be an engineer. I'm sure you can fix a wagon.
Oh, I can fix anything. Just hopefully they'll have a drink for me afterwards.
It's only fair.
Can we see any people, Jim?
Yeah, there looks like there's a bit of a campfire going on, and they've built like a tarpauling shelter out from the coach itself. But the coach does look a little strange. It almost looks like a jail wagon. It has bars on it, and it looks like there is someone inside the bars as well.
I'm going to just gallivant over to the people over right by the camp. Rather gracefully, of course. Gallivant, of course. I'm an elf. I gallivant. I don't run. I'm just And also, I'm an envoy, so I like talking to people. Good evening. And I kind of just jump out.
Okay, there's a There's 4 gentlemen sitting round a fire, and they sort of jump up startled, and a couple of them pull gunpowder weapons out and point them in your direction. Hold right there. Who are you?
Why, good sir, I am Ilmarin, and me and my friends here are merely passing along the road, and we would like to share your fire and perhaps help you with your caravan.
Yeah, you'll be getting nowhere further along this road tonight. Yeah, it's like a bog down here. We've lost a wheel. Yeah, you won't be getting past here, I can guarantee that. Yeah, you're welcome to share our food and our fire, though.
Oh, that's mighty
as long
kind
as
of
you're
you.
not bandits, are you?
Oh, no.
No, but do you have any drink?
Yeah, we've got grog. Yeah.
Ah, excellent. I can help you with that wheel in exchange for some of that.
Okay. Well, yeah, come and have a look.
I will
So
go and inspect the wheel.
He takes you over to the wheel itself, and he shows you the cart into bed. There is a hooded figure within the actual jail cart itself, but he seems to be hiding his face. But the wheel looks like it's shattered a couple of spokes and completely sort of demolished in on itself.
Wow, okay.
How did it go so badly wrong?
Do you have any materials for repairs?
Well, we're next to a forest, so I suppose we've got wood.
Well,
Not seasoned wood, though.
I might be able to make something that would last you a short while.
Say again.
I might be able to make you something that would last a short while, but it would need replacing with some properly treated wood. It might get you to the next town, but
okay.
If you get some wood for me, I may be able to construct something.
Right. So you're telling me that you can fix the wheel?
Do I think I could fix the wheel, Jim, if I had some materials to at least get it kind of to Ubersreik?
Possibly, yeah. I mean, how much faith do you have in your skills?
I'm a master of my skill, and this can in no way backfire.
Okay.
I'll help if I can.
Not metal, I'm not very helpful.
I think it's the wrong time of night to be looking at that. Maybe if you try it in the morning. We've already lost a couple of people from here. Yeah, they went hunting for food and they've not come back. But luckily we've got food. And it tastes real good. Yeah.
And who might you be, sir? I don't know that we've been actually introduced.
I'm Matthias Kessler. And these are my 2 brothers, Rolf and Thomas. And this is our colleague and compatriot, Tobias. We are all part of the Ebon Blade Mercenary Company, hailing from Ubersreik.
And who's the guy in the cage?
He's a very dangerous and very suspicious character.
I'm sure he is. What's he for? What's he in the cage for? He must have done something juicy to warrant a cage.
I believe he's a wrong-un.
I've heard that said about me. Could it be
That's
more?
bloody brilliant.
He's from Hockland?
No, he's a wrong-un.
Bretonian.
Yeah, I was going to say.
A little bit, yeah, but they're a little bit flarded off. But no, he's just playing wrong. Yeah, he's a wrong-un. He's a bad un. Yeah, he's been dragged up bad. Yeah.
Is there any? Does the guy in the cage make any sort of response to this? Is he reacting at all to?
You sort of hear a huff from him,
like harumph style.
He speaks none.
Right then. Well, I'll picket the horse and join you around the campfire.
Yeah. Okay. They carve you all pieces of meat from the meat that's cooking on, and that they plate themselves some up, and they've got some water skins that are full of grog. They sort of put you a little bit in the tankards that they have available. Do you have any tankards?
Oh, yes, I've got some with our traveling gear, yes.
Or will you be sharing ours?
You've got tankards. We always come prepared for drinking.
That's cool. We've not got like any diseases or anything, but you know, it's always best to carry around, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
One for me. Last time I got really into the drinking with you guys, all milk within about 100 yards of me got sour. So.
I will apologise in advance, though. We don't have any mead. And he looks at the elf.
The elf almost scoffs at the idea of mead as well. No, it's quite all right.
Yeah, but we
nothing
don't
wrong
have
with
any.
mead. It's got booze in it.
I'll just drink some of the rainwater. I'm sure that'll be more than sufficient.
Yeah, that'd probably be best.
It probably tastes better as well.
Yeah.
Doesn't have a kick to it, though.
Do you eat meat, elf? And he sort of holds some of his meat up off his fork and sort of sticks it towards your face. Yeah. Elfie wants some meat.
Thank you for the offer, kind sir, but no, I will not partake in that meat. Thank you.
I'll kind of lean over. I'll have his. Yoink.
Okay. That's good. Yeah. But yeah, we've got a lot of wares here as well that we were taking up to Stromdorf and then off to Altdorf. But this character in here, this Roman, he's wanted for numerous crimes. So they've chosen me and the boys because we're quite handy. Yeah, we have skills that not many others have, if you know what I mean.
What do you do? Come on, must be something good. There's got to be a story here.
Yeah, we hit things.
No.
With a blade.
The wrong him in the cage. What did he do? It's got to be something good, surely.
Well, all I know is that he offended some people, and apparently he wasn't supposed to be in Ubersreik, and he's generally a wrong un.
Can I tell if these guys are lying or being genuine?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
I go for intuition.
Yes.
What's the difficulty on it?
Well, make me a roll, and I'll
I rolled a 19 versus 52.
They tend to be very common and very forthright, and they are living up to that standard. And you seem to think that they do believe he is a bit of a wrong un.
Fair enough, then.
Can I just... How close to us is the cage?
It's about 12 feet away from you.
I'll just kind of look over it and shout in Bretonian, "What did you do, wrong un?" Seeing as I speak Bretonian.
The hood lifts slightly, but not enough to see the face, and then he sort of looks back down again.
I will say, I was talking to you in Wastelander.
Okay, can anybody talk Elven? Hi, Elven. Or...
Oh, as a matter of fact.
Okay. This voice comes out from the hood and it says, I see you lower yourself to travel with these lower races.
I'm not the one behind bars, I reply in Elvish.
I'm behind bars for having standards and wishing to put things right. I'm happy to be behind bars.
Excellent. Then you shall meet your justice wherever you go.
Yeah.
And I turn to the guys and go, he's an elf.
I guessed.
And he stands up and sort of arches himself across the thing and pulls his hood back. And he does look elvish in some form, yes, but Ilmarin, you see him as a dark brother of yours. One of the dark elves.
Someday you'll have to teach me that tongue.
I'm not entirely sure how Ilmarin would act here. He's lived most of his life in the old world, so he's not so tied to Othone and the whole civil war, but I guess it's kind of still bred into him from his family that it's a Druki now in his cage.
In the cage, right place for it.
Yeah.
Definitely been a lot of breeding in the elven race, yes.
Yeah. So I just look at him and go, well, "You're exactly where you belong," and I just sit back down and look a bit grumpy now.
Ilmarin, what are you saying to this fellow elf?
He's not a fellow elf. He belongs in that cage. He's no friend of mine.
Ignore the wrong gun. So, what are you doing down this way? Says
we're just heading to Ubersreik.
Oh yeah, what are you doing in Ubersreik?
Seeing the sights. Just spent a lot of time at university. Thought we'd see a bit of the Empire before, we have to settle down and be responsible.
Your students?
Well, not all of us.
Students.
Not all of us by choice, but
he's the student. I'm the bodyguard.
We've got a bit of a problem, really. We're missing a couple of the party. There was a witch finder that travelled with us, and some elven merchant as well. But they went out to, like I say, hunt food, and they've not been back.
How long
they went
been
out
gone?
towards the river, and I'm thinking they could have found a bog. Yeah,
a bomb in the forest.
No, not a bomb. A bog.
Like a mire.
A bog. Okay.
Yeah,
a swamp.
Now we out here down in Ubersreik, we call it slow mud. Yeah, because what happens is you get into it and you can't move through it unless it's really slow, and it also drags you down. Yeah. Down to the groin and then beyond. And then before you know it, you can't breathe because you've got mud in your cheeks, down your throat.
Love this guy.
And up your nostrils. Yeah.
How long have they been gone for?
Couple of hours. They went down towards the riverbank. But like I said, this rain's unbelievable. And I'd only assume that the Two Falls broke its banks again.
I look over at Johann and go, well, we were looking for some adventure.
Oh.
Adventure? Oh, let me tell you about adventure. Yeah. Me and my brothers, the Kesley boys, we once went out, after this Greenskin raiding party, and we brought them all back dead. Yeah, every one of them. Those
Best
little goblins, they didn't stand a chance. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
May I ask, how did you apprehend this gentleman in this cage?
I'd like to say I did, but I didn't. I mean, for someone with his ears as large as yours, I'd have expected you to pay more attention to what we said. As I said, we were taking him from Ubersreik, where he'd been captured, up to Altdorf, but, we definitely didn't capture him. But I will say it again, and I'll say it slowly. We didn't capture him.
Okay.
So, how far is the river from here?
Well, I don't know, because it all depends how much it's flooded. Yeah. And it's dark, and it's dingy, and it's muddy, and it's swampy, and it's dirty.
What is the name of the Witchfinder and the Elven Merchant?
Her name was Elsie, I think. And to be honest, I think his name was Pointy or something.
All right.
Not sure we could find our way in the dark.
No, well, I'm a skilled tracker, to be fair. One of the best in the business around this area. Yeah, I couldn't find them. I went out looking. But yeah, we couldn't find them. And yeah, there is news from around this area of the beast of the bog is round here as well. Yeah.
Ooh, sounds fun.
Yeah, so
like
it wouldn't surprise me if the beast has got them.
What do they say of this beast?
Oh, Thomas stands. He goes, "Well, the beast, yeah, he kills people, and he's killed a lot of people. Takes off their heads, he does."
What kind of beast is it?
One with big teeth.
Right.
And big claws.
Got teeth about this long. You jump about this far.
Shall we try and find these people, or do you want to stay and fix a wheel?
I'm not sure we could find them in the dark. I don't know about you, but I can't see in the dark.
Well, we have sent word back to Ubersreik to send us help so we can get on our way, really, because this Rongan who we're carrying, we don't want him to be rescued by, any of his mates or anything.
So you suspect he has friends in the area?
Who knows?
If he had friends in the area, you'd probably already be dead.
Well, yeah, I mean, the Kesslers, we've got this rule, and it's called Rule 1, yeah? And it's always expect what you don't expect.
That's a good rule to have.
Yeah.
Well, not being able to see in the
dark.
You want
some more ball?
Oh, you could twist my arm.
Push you under the face
I'll
off.
go take a walk into the woods. I can see in the dark.
I'm gonna try, and hopefully not explode, to use some magic and make a light.
Okay.
Do you pre-warn us all that you're doing magic before you do it?
No.
So, would you like to explain, make your rolls obviously, but then explain how you bring this light up and what you do with the light?
I suppose I pull it from the air. So I'm wearing quite a lot of metal, but I don't have chainmail yet because I can't afford it. But I'm wearing quite a lot of metal, so all the light appears to emanate from it and then coalesce into a ball in my hand. It can only be a light about the equivalent of a lantern, or as small as a candle, depending on what I want. So I'll start it small and then increase it. Or my head will explode. We'll find out in a minute. Which one is it? This one?
That's fine. If it does, just walk it off.
Cool. Oh, I don't even have the chat box open.
Well, Mordek is going to get up from the fire, and sit down by the fire, brush himself off and go, "Hey up, manlings. You'll be sharing your brew with us. You'll be sharing your meat. It's only right that we go out and have a look for your lads. I'll be going with the pointy-eared git over there and the one that does the dodge light stuff."
Oh, is the light actually? Does the light actually come on?
One.
Oh yeah, I rolled a 1.
Okay, in which case, he's always doing that.
Right. Well, Johan, as long as you're all right with it, I think I'd like to add my sword to this little expedition.
Seeing as we've got light, I wouldn't miss an adventure.
Let's do it then, lads.
Ilmarin starts looking in his cloak
and
for some
pulls
sort
herself
of
to her
weapon.
feet.
It's all right. We've got this. He'll say, drawing his dagger.
Ilmarin's just like looking inside his robes. And he's just
Mordek points to the two soldiers and goes, "Will you manlings be kindly look after me cart?
Matthias looks across to Tobias. What did he just say? I don't know.
He wants you to look after our cart while we go look for your chums.
Should we say it
Okay.
slowly for you?
Bloody manlings.
Yeah, okay.
I say, lads, I say, look after my cart.
Right. Are you sure you want to go down there? It's very dangerous.
It sounds like fun.
We'll give it a shot. Worst thing worse, we don't find him, and then we'll just come
Hey
back.
up, man. We will. We'll go have a look, lad. We'll go have a look.
Which way did they go?
I bet the elf don't go with you.
Could you mind pointing where they went?
That way. No, down there. Down there.
Thanks. I kind of adjust the hat.
Okay. And he points towards this sort of copse of trees that seems to be quite balanced all the way down the road. But you can't see through the trees. It's dense enough to basically hide sight through it.
I did like them. I did like them.
They gave us booze and food.
What's
They're
not to
my
like?
kind of people. He'll still say, with his tankard in hand. Dagger in one hand, tankard in the other.
I settle my shield a little bit more, roll my shoulders, pull out my longsword, and I'm like, let's do it.
Okay. So, do any of you have any lights other than the wizard?
I'm sticking near the wizard.
We're assuming that it's going to keep working next time I cast it. It's a very, very safe plan.
I can see in the dark.
Nothing can possibly go wrong.
I have 2 candles.
I have night vision.
I would have expected a Dowie to have night vision as well.
See, I wish you had 4 candles for no reason.
Yep. It's a shame I don't have 4 candles, but I don't. I only have 2.
You need to go into a shop and ask to buy 4 candles.
One day, you pointy-eared git, I'll tell you a story about how an elfie pointy-eared git started a war between dwarf, Dowie, and elfie kind, yeah? You need to watch your tongue, lad.
Oh, are you talking about the War of the Beard?
Oh, Lord, here we go again.
Master Dowie, I don't know why you insist on this, but following this avenue
Perhaps
of
maybe
discussion.
you shouldn't be jumping by people's campfire, okay?
Chaps. Calm down. Let's get this done, and then we can go back and get some more booze.
Okay, who was leading the way towards?
I've no idea. I'm sticking very close to the wizard.
Elf or the wizard.
Okay, Mr. Wizard, being as you're the focal point here, would you like to make me an outdoor survival roll, please?
Excellent. Yeah, that sounds like exactly the kind of thing that's right up my alley. Where are you gone? There you are. Missed by 1. -1 success level.
Okay. You think you're going the right? You can hear running water that does sound like a river. So you think you are going the right way, and before long the trees open up, and you see the river Twofold, but it does seem bigger than it normally is, and it seems to have crept up both sides of the bank, and it is very, very wide at the moment and very fast moving.
Looking at the floor, can we see any footprints? Because it's quite muddy.
Not here where you are, no.
Did we see them at any point? Because I'd probably be only really looking in the immediate area.
Make me a outdoor survival roll. All right, tracking roll if you've got it.
Oh, yes, I succeeded on the nose.
Okay. Yeah, you definitely did see footprints to start with, but there seemed to be about maybe 5 or 6 sets of footprints, maybe. So perhaps it was the ones that you were looking for. Perhaps it's from maybe earlier or something?
Oh, it looks like there's more
Can I
footprints than
use-
just those two.
Can I use my talent, acute senses sight?
Go for it.
So I could do a perception test, and if I pass, you can tell me something that normal people wouldn't see.
Okay.
What do your elf eyes see?
Yes.
Basically.
Sight beyond sight. There you go.
Marginal failure. I see nothing.
Okay. So, if you use your elven skills and you focus.
You do have fortune points if you wanted to reroll.
No, I don't
Yes,
have
you
many
do.
of those. Remember.
Okay. So you're looking round, and right at that moment, you sort of cast your eye across the water, and a salmon crests the water and then jumps back in again, majestically.
It's beautiful.
A salmon.
It sort of takes your breath away.
Oh, it's beautiful. Finally, a bit of refinement in this world of grub and misery.
Would be if it was smoked.
Right. Elmarin, enough looking at the fish. Did you see anything else?
Oh no, the fish completely caught my eye, and I was drawn to it. Sorry.
Gerhard,
forget
are
you
you
humans
sure
can't
this is
see.
the way they went?
I never
Thanks.
said I was sure.
I don't see any tracks here.
You know, I'm crap at outdoor survival, so.
Make me another heightened senses roll, Ilmarin.
Okie dokie. The exact same score.
Okay.
Our elf's broken. Can we get a new one?
Not the exact same score. You rolled 4 better.
Oh, sorry, I rolled
For
four.
a minute, you thought you heard horses from behind you, but no, definitely not.
Okay.
Well, shall we
So we
backtrack and try?
Keep going the way we're going, or
Can we look around the kind of nearby area now we're near the river to see if we can find any footprints? Or
Go up and down
Okay.
the edge of the trees a bit.
Okay. So you spend a little bit of the time out here. Make me an outdoor survival roll again, please.
me, or someone?
Everybody can do that.
No.
Nope.
I got one success
no,
level.
Oh,
There
Gerhard.
are
Gerhard
people
did.
with re-rolls. I think.
I got one success level. If that helps.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Guys,
Never
I
trust
trust
a
my
dwarf.
squelches.
yeah, both Dans have got a reroll. Colin does and Kev does, I think.
I've got one, but my skill is so low, I'm not going to waste
Spending a
my reroll on it.
reroll on something where I have a 24 seems a little.
So
I'll,
Mordek, because as you're looking up and down, you seem to break off from the rest of the group. Yeah, and something shiny spots your eye, and it's deep in the mud, and you sort of go scrabbling round, and there's this really shiny pebble there. You thought it was silver, or it had a vein of silver in, but no, it was just the way the moon was shining off this pebble. Yeah, and then you sort of look round, and no one else is around, but you can hear them making lots of noise down the river. Okay, who made the success?
I got a success.
Okay,
Just about.
so
Oh no, 1 degree success. One bad. Okay.
so Hagen, you are looking down. You see a pair of feet sticking out from behind a tree, and as you round the tree, you see what looks like a militiaman, and he is wearing some form of heraldry. Do you have any sort of noble law or anything?
I've got lore heraldry. Give that a shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an impressive failure.
It's very muddy.
Too dark.
You-
Too dark. I can't really see.
You recognise this. It's a well-known device, but you can't think of where you've seen it before. And while you stood there, you notice there's another couple.
Do I recognise it at all using from my lore of Reichland?
Make me a roll.
Nice.
4 success levels.
It is indeed from Ubersreik.
Oh, Ubersreik militia.
Might I
What
suggest
brings you out
that
here on this night?
They're
dead,
I'm
aren't they?
assuming they're dead.
Well, they're lying down at least.
Can we
in the
can we
mud.
see? I mean, are there obvious wounds on them, Jim?
They
Let's
look like
go
they've been
closer.
sword blows, maybe.
Might I hazard a guess at what's happened here? That those gentlemen by the fire aren't exactly who they say they were.
You think the militia took the wrong one?
Yes.
So
It
I
seems-
need to go FK for a moment. Assume Carolyn is just kind of tagging along behind you.
As you are all talking, you hear this whistling sound, and the bloodied torso of another militiaman hits the tree where you were stood up in the air and sort of hits the floor with a big squelch.
Oh, I say.
And there's a gurgled roar from behind you.
Were any of the militia? Were there any
Are you gonna-
weapons on the ground or anything?
That looks like you.
No, they don't look like they've got any weapons.
Right, that must be the beast. I turn around to see what's coming at us.
Hagen, that
There's-
seems more like your kind of area than mine, all right?
In the moonlight, it looks like a bluey green tinge, and it's quite a scaly, ugly-looking creature, and it's sort of
Big
waded up to its nipples in the water.
Oh
And
God, a
it's sort of
Bretonian.
And it's got what looks like a human arm in its hand, and it's sort of waving at you.
Turn to look at Johan. I'm like,
Do we know what it is? Do we have any idea? Although the oh God, a Bretonian was completely in character, by the way. I did
It
say that.
looks like what you've seen in books before as a troll.
It does.
Shit balls.
right. Johan, do you think maybe we should just walk away from this particular one?
Well, that thing's bigger than we are. It can probably outrun us.
All right. Just
Don't be
thought I'd-
foolish. It's a troll, and trolls are stupid. We had to hide behind a tree, and it would forget we were here.
I'm going to start trying to make a fire.
I roll
Okay.
my shoulders and get prepared for my first cool test.
Basically, I'm going to duck behind the tree. So there's a tree in between myself and the troll. And
You
try and
are
use the shelter.
currently about that far deep in mud where you are.
Oh,
at the
okay.
moment. So you
Oh, I
could
see,
make a
okay.
fire. If
gonna-
you started one on top of one of your fellow players or something.
I could start one perhaps on top of one of the bodies.
Yes, you could. Not the one that's just been thrown at you though, because that's quite
What?
squelchy and mushy. And
I would kind of drag one of the bodies
Sorry, what's
roughly
happened?
behind the tree.
Can I get a brief update? There was only one body last time I was.
A body got
has-
thrown at a tree, and now there's a troll.
What?
So that was a brilliant moment there. What? It's a
There were a lot of bodies, and now there's a troll. When the troll
Has-
lobbed one of the bodies at us, did it actually stick to the tree, Jim, or just hit
No,
the tree and
it's
slide
fell
down?
slap
No,
down.
just-
I think.
it was like when you get one of those sticky window toys and you
Yeah.
sort of throw it. It just sort of hit the tree and just boom. Didn't even attempt to stick.
That is brilliant.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
and now he's just shaking an arm at us. And
I'm not really up for picking a fight with a troll when I'm armed with a dagger.
Me too.
Just saying.
If
We're
I
also-
had to guess, this
And
is
have no
part of
armor.
the troll family of the river variety, as it lives in the river after all.
Jim, how far have we gone from the caravan? Sorry, Dan.
You probably walked about 10 minutes, but you did get lost at a point in there until the wizard did find his way. You just realised he was sort of walking around in circles, sort of following the light. But yeah, and then everybody realised that the wizard was supposed to be taking the lead, and then he gathered his bearings and off you moved again. So if you had to guess, you were probably a good 5 minutes walk away from the camp.
Bucket or fire? I'm gonna shout for the Kesslers though, on the off chance that they actually hear us and come to help. They won't. But,
Okay.
I don't think they're going to come because I think they killed these men.
Well, hopefully the same thing doesn't happen to us. I back up slowly so that I'm closer to Johan. I'm like,
oh yeah, the elf has already started falling back. I'm already
leaving seems like a good plan right now.
Oh, and don't get too close to a troll. I hear they have horrible vomit. Strip a skin from a bone.
Good.
You managed to catch up with the party, and you see this big green creature in the thing wielding an arm.
Oh, Master Dowie.
Yeah.
Nice of you to join us.
Here, by gum, what are you lads been up to now?
Apparently angering a river troll.
Aye.
So I assume we're backing away slowly. Is the troll kind of just... Has he noticed us? Is he staring at us? What's he doing?
Speak for yourself. I wasn't going particularly slowly.
Yeah.
He seems to be... if a troll was a master tactician, thinking into it, he's eyeing up the surrounding area, seeing how many foes there is, and working out whether his skills match your skills. But then again, he could be just looking confused and completely working out which one of you is more tasty.
Let's have at him.
Trying to figure out whether there's actually 5 of us or 6 or...
Oh, Master Dowie, good luck with that. And I pat him on the back as I'm still walking backwards.
Well, while they're all doing that, I am lighting a fire.
Okay.
And I'm standing my ground.
I'm
Slightly in front of Johan, just in
getting
case
ready
we
to-
decide to do something
troll
really
starts
crazy.
to wade
Here,
from
why
the
can't
river,
the Wazzock?
from the river.
Why can't the
I did say
Wazzock do
river
fire?
there.
Sorry, into the river or towards us?
No, towards you, from the river.
Okay.
All right.
Are there is there any kind of branches or wood detritus around?
You can get yourself some small branches, but everything is wet, as it's like you're in the middle of a downpour at the moment. I don't know if you've got a lantern or some oil or anything.
I've poured some oil onto it to speed it along.
Okay. What are you just going to oil up a body and set fire to it, or?
I'm going to get some of the bigger sticks, kind of
Okay.
Yeah. Hold
put them
on.
all kind of facing in, pour oil on top of the body so it's not on wet mud.
Here, go. You're a Wazzock. Why can't you be casting fire?
Yeah, not really my forte, I'm afraid.
Master Dwarf, he is from the Shaman wind of magic, which is metal,
What kind
not
of
fire.
Wazzock can't cast fire?
The kind of Wazzock that only deals with metal.
Which he doesn't have a lot
dwarves.
of on his person, so I don't feel super confident about hurting him.
Right. Well, he's getting closer, so we either need to run away or...
The elf is
busy.
shouting from quite deep behind you in the woods now.
It's fucked up.
I'm going to...
This fire looks like it's
Literally.
going to be taking light soon, but the troll is getting up quite close to you.
I think Johan has kind of made this decision for us here, Hagen. I'm gonna try and shoot a dart at it.
Right.
Okay.
Sounds
We're
good.
gonna find some time, I guess.
Or persuade it to charge.
I believe in you.
I mean, I don't think it was gonna come over and shake her hand. Oh God.
There is literally nothing useful I can do.
Likewise.
Stab it with our knives.
Yeah, I have a knife.
So I have a reroll from chat, I believe.
Yes.
Excellent. I'm gonna go ahead and use that.
Excellent.
I'm reasonably handy in a barroom brawl, but
It's still bad, but it's less bad. -1 success level. I think that means it just fizzles because it's only a petty magic. So go. But possibly nothing happens.
You could blame it on the rain. It is very wet.
Surely seeing the wizard's magic go, everyone goes, nah.
So as it's approaching, do I need to pass a cool test to engage with it?
If you wanted to, engage with it, absolutely, yeah.
I don't want to engage with it.
TPK on
Since
day one.
Johan's right behind me.
He has to defend Johan, and I'm Johan's mate, so he's lighting a fire on a corpse. So.
All right, I'm cool as a cucumber. +4 success levels. So
wow.
Okay, you sort of wade your way in between the group and the troll that's coming in, and he's sort of wielding this arm around his head, but he's not quite close enough to you yet.
So I try to. I'm in a defensive stance, but as soon as he gets close enough, I'm going to do everything in my power to cut him to ribbons with this longsword.
Okay.
Always works well against the creature that regenerates.
I never said I was bright.
Yeah, that's why the elf has run off. He's the smart one.
Yeah.
Okay, so who is still there at the bank, the river bank?
I think myself, Gerhardt, and Mordek.
Okay.
I'm not so
And
far
Hagen.
behind that I'm gone, but I'm a fair way behind them because there is nothing I can usefully do.
I'm staying near the light.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
I'm
That's
still
the-
going.
Yeah, I'm still close enough that I can
the
see
light
him.
at this rate, mate.
I'm close enough that I can see him, but I'm far enough away that I'm not in danger. At least not from him, anyway. God knows what's going to happen behind me.
Yeah, yeah. I'm.
So my second character, maybe I'll be a hunter with a
Yeah.
Actually, if I had a bow, I'd be helpful right now, but I don't have one.
Yeah, yeah.
Instead, you're embracing your natural elven cowardice.
Okay. It seems to be looking towards where you are, especially when the fire sort of takes hold and he sort of backs off a little bit.
Well,
I
that's
just got this picture of the elf going, shoot.
we can either head back towards the camp and hope it doesn't follow, or we can try and break its legs.
It sort of throws the arm in your general direction. But it's sort of, again, it's a tree and sort of rolls down. And then it starts looking around for something to throw and starts delving in parts of its body that you wish it hadn't delved into.
I think it just wants us to leave.
Oh, my elven eyes, they see too much!
And starts throwing your bodily fluids at you.
Oh.
Right, Johan, I think it's a good idea to just fall back.
Well, if we have to. Wish I had a gun.
I wish you had a gun too.
I agree with the knight. Fall back.
Yeah, so Ilmarin, you get back to the camp and the fire's still going. The cell door is open.
I knew those tricksy bastards.
The meat is still on the skewer in the fire and that, and there seems to be some water skins round. But not a lot else seems to be there.
And our cart's gone.
The only thing that is there is the horse that Hagen had got, but he's a bit of a unreasonable horse, and
That's
if they
my
try
good.
to take him, it could be a bit stubborn. But the cart, that's not there.
These manlings have taken my cart
You're there.
and my donkey.
I'll just be like, oh, the Dowie's going to be upset about this. Sure. I knew there was something dodgy about them. Knew it.
There are some chests that are still there, like clothing chests and boxes and bits and bobs and stuff like that.
I'm going to wait at the fire and just hope that my party returns shortly. Just warming myself by the fire.
Yeah, the rest of you turn back up and you see exactly what great.
Where's my car?
Shit.
Where's my car?
I almost look a bit smug, going, Mr. Dowie, sir, your cart's gone.
Have them there manlings stolen my cart?
They've also released the Druki that was in the cage.
A what?
Aye.
A Druki, a dark elf, a bad elf, evil elf, horrible things.
By Grunky's, they will burn in Grunky's forge.
Which way did they go?
Oh, I don't know that.
Looking at the tracks, because obviously a horse and cart would leave quite a sizable one.
It looks like it's been turned round
and they took my donkey.
The way you came from.
They took my cart and they took my donkey. We're going after them.
It can't be too far ahead of us, so...
Don't worry, Master Dowie. You can put a grudge in that lovely book of yours.
And in these conditions, the cart won't be moving quickly. If we hurry, we might be able to catch it.
Make
May I remind you, they have
survival
guns.
roll as you're looking for the cart tracks as you're trying to work out.
Can I use my heightened? Can I use my acute senses instead?
I'm going to use a reroll that someone kind of gave me. Yes, I rolled a 1, 3 success levels.
-6 success levels. I haven't got a clue. I'm wet and I'm pissed off.
One of our audience has indeed come up with a very valid point. All elves are bad elves, apparently.
Outrageous! How dare you?
Yeah,
sir.
No, to this Dowie, they all look the same anyway.
Yeah, at least our women don't grow beards.
I've met dwarf women. They don't have beards either.
It's true, they don't.
As you're looking round, you notice there's some horse tracks there as well. So there are perhaps some horses with them as well.
Oh, I thought I heard horses earlier.
And you didn't think that you want to be sharing that with the rest of us there?
Well, I thought I heard horses and then I thought I didn't hear horses. So if I thought I didn't hear horses, then I'm not going to tell you that I thought I heard horses, when really I didn't hear horses. But actually, it turns out I did hear horses.
But if they've attached the cart, which they clearly have, then they can't be moving particularly quickly.
Yeah, I think.
Where did they go?
Back towards Oldorf.
Oldorf?
That's where we've coming from,
Oh,
right?
Stromdorf.
Yes.
There's the last.
Okay.
Don't worry,
Well done.
dwarves are natural sprinters. Let's go.
I'm going to smack him.
Go on, let's get after them.
I get my horse and I go, I can ride a little ahead and scout ahead.
And I shall
plan.
gallivant. I shan't run. I shall gallivant.
Okay.
Ponce.
Okay.
And
Shall we
sets off
call
on
it
a
there
jog.
for a break?
Yeah, let's call it them. Brilliant.
Okay. So we'll have a break there. We're just going to go and get a drink. Okay. So as the group sort of work out what they're going to do, looks like the original campers, the Keslers and their friend have took off back down the road that the party have come from, along with their prisoner. It looked like there's some other horses joined as well. And from the depth of the horse footprints, you guess that whoever's riding them is wearing armour as well. But yeah, like I say, there's a lot of cases littered around. There's the cart that's broken, and there is Hagen's horse itself.
I very quickly rummage through the cases in case there's something useful.
i.e. weapons.
Okay, so could someone make me a roll of? Well, we'll go through them one at a time. So, okay, so you open a case and there appears to be a number of weapons been stowed there. It looks like militia-style weaponry.
So swords, that kind of thing.
Swords, yeah. There's a couple of crossbows.
Oh, yeah. I'll start handing stuff out.
Yeah, I'll take a sword, thanks.
I will happily take a sword.
There's a couple of daggers as well. In another chest, there's some leather armor. So there's a couple of leather jacks there. If anybody needs one of those,
We did not come to
I will definitely nab a leather jack.
I've already got one of those. But...
Yeah, as I say, I've already got
some torches in another chest.
Any metal armor by any chance?
No, there's no metal armor.
So what's the other kind of armor?
Standing over those corpses.
Leather armor, like leather jack. As you get close to a rather large chest, you notice that there's blood coming from it.
Jim, was there a bow, a standard bow, not a crossbow in amongst all those weaponry?
No, there are a couple of crossbows.
Does anyone want the jack?
Yeah,
I've already got one.
Okay.
How many jacks were there? Just one?
Just one. Sorry, I'll have the
no,
sword.
there was three altogether.
Ah. I'll take a jack if it's going.
Yep.
And I'll shoulder one of the crossbows.
4 swords.
How do we add
3
things to our
daggers.
character sheet? I can't find
Yeah, I was
things.
going to come to that question later.
Compendium packs, which is one of the small icons on the top right.
Third
And
from
then
the right.
scroll down to trappings.
Compendium packs. Trappings.
Were there any bolts for the crossbow?
Yeah, there's some bolts there. There's about 30 altogether for the crossbows.
While everyone is looking through the other chests, I'll approach the chest with the blood on the outside and gingerly open it.
Well, you've already got a weapon.
You find inside quite a gruesome sight. It's filled with body parts of what looks like once rather nice-looking lady. Got a few scars over her face, potentially a warrior, but a severed head is in there, as well as a couple of. There's 2 arms. There's a torso. There is no legs though.
Eop, does that look like the witch hunter they mentioned?
Well, we've never met her, so.
All I know is anybody who would do this needs to be stopped.
Yeah, let's get after them.
And you know where the legs are, don't you, everyone? And Ilmarin points to the fire where the meat still roasting.
Ilmarin, let's hope you're wrong, but we can ask them when we catch them before we kill them.
If anybody would like to make a perception check.
I don't want to make a perception check.
I do want to make a perception check. I definitely want to make a perception check.
Jim?
Yes.
In the list of items that I found so far, I can find a bastard sword.
Oh, yeah, hand weapon.
Hand weapon, yep.
It comes under hand weapon. Thank you.
So
I got a marginal failure with my perception test. I almost want to re-roll it so I can have another go at it.
Let's get after them, and I'm just going to start running down the road.
Are you going to re-roll that?
Yes, I got a success.
Okay.
Tell me it's a leg. Tell me it's a leg.
You find what looks like the bit of meat that they cut before, and it is a leg bone, and the foot is still attached to this thing. Yeah,
I knew it. I knew it. You just hear Ilmarin exclaim really excitedly, even though this is really gruesome. Ilmarin just goes, I knew it. This is a human leg. Ha! In your face. You ate it. Ha!
Johan, I won't tell your father that you ate a human leg. So.
Already, to be honest, I've already gone by that point. While he's poking around at the fire, I'm just running down the road.
I check the straps on my horse and jump on and get after Johan.
And then Ilmarin realizes nobody cared that he was looking at this being a human leg.
And no one's listening.
Everyone is trying very hard not to listen to you right now.
You almost want to tuck this leg into your belt like a sword. Just like
To wave it
a
up and
weapon.
like-
Like, look what I found. Yes. But no, you decide against it.
Yeah.
I
I'm
suppose
up
we
for
ought to
stabbing
chase
these
after.
people stab it with much stabbing.
Fine.
I turn to Gerhard. I go, Gerhard, do you want to get on the back of the horse? We might be able to get ahead of him. Your skills might help in stopping them.
There's always a possibility. Thank you very much, my friend. I'm gonna jump on back.
Okay, so yeah, you jump on. As two of you jumped on Hagen's horse, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. And you sort of wander up. The rest of you are wandering up the path as fast as you can.
manlings.
I'm running, yeah.
You be leaving
Okay.
some of them for the rest of us.
It doesn't take you too long, Hagen, to catch up with what you can see as the cart. They don't look anything around the cart, but it's moving away from you very slowly. And it almost comes to a standstill, and then you can see someone jump off and try to pull. It looks like he's trying to pull the donkey through the mud.
Is it somebody that I recognize from the camp?
Yeah, it looks like one of the soldiers who was by the fire.
I stop briefly and I say, all right, Gerhard, get off. And I settle my shield and sword and charge.
Okay.
I didn't think I'd
Right.
actually get to do
And
some
then
health
the
and
ambush
combat.
happens.
Well, of course.
Elaborate ambush around dragging a donkey through mud.
Hagen's not a real
So-
bright guy.
Initiative.
For everyone or just those two?
Just for those two, because Hagen is quite a way up front.
That's how does initiative work again? Someone remind me.
Gotta activate the encounter and then you can roll it once Jim activates the encounter.
No, I'm using the wrong mouse. Okay. Encounter.
Crap initiative. My light is still on, by the way, because I got so many success levels. I extended the duration, so it's like 2 hours and 40 minutes of light. Unless I assume I can dispel it myself. But
So they definitely would have seen you coming.
I'm assuming you can
Glowing.
turn it
Okay.
off if you want to.
I assume I can drop it if I want to.
Okay.
If I want to make it smaller, it's a channeling test. But
So encounter one has been activated.
do I see something?
It's the little fist, left hand, second one from the left hand side.
Round one.
We have tokens to
Currently, I just see round one.
Yeah, me too.
Do you need to add some tokens to it, Jim?
Not entirely sure, to be honest.
if you've got tokens added, then we can right click on the combat tab and add
Okay.
ourselves to the round.
Okay.
Or we could just go straight initiative, but
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we can just do straight initiative. It's easier for this time.
Yeah,
Jim?
just do straight initiative.
okay, my initiative is 41.
Okay.
Mine's 30, I think.
So Yeah, you're riding him down, and he starts to almost panic, and he starts fumbling at his boat, and he lets go of the donkey rope, and he starts to scramble back and falls flat-faced into the mud, and then starts to scramble away from you or try to. Within seconds, you're sort of bearing down on him.
Run him over.
Yeah, I run him down and lean low in my saddle and try to slice him in half with my long sword.
So not really going for taking prisoners and questioning people.
Yeah, we might question one of them, but cannibals, they gotta go. They just gotta go.
We only have one of them at the moment.
You might have beaten the others.
It's true, might have. All right, so mounted combat, I get plus 20.
Okay.
Plus 1 SL.
Remember,
So
you get an advantage for charging as well.
Ah, that's right. Plus 2 SL then.
Oh,
versus -3.
Yeah, he gets -3.
So that's 14 damage as I strike my sword through his chest, minus his armor and toughness. But
yeah, you basically slice him down the middle, and he squeals out in pain and slumps to the floor.
that's what happens to thieves and cannibals. And I wheel my horse around and look for the others.
Yeah, there don't seem to be any. You can see tracks, but again, you're picking up horses. You could ride after them, but with the others, you'd probably be left on your own, and there does look like quite a number of horses.
So I'll dismount, hold the cart until everybody catches up.
Okay.
Yeah, do you want to search over his body?
If I catch up, I'm going to go and make sure Donkey's okay.
Can I check his body and see if he has anything interesting about his body?
Okay. So all that you find is that he's got a pouch, and it's got 5 shillings in it.
I'm richer now than I was.
Well, we've got the cart back.
Wait till the others catch up.
Oh, have we not all caught up yet?
Yeah.
So, we got the cart back, and I got one of them, but the others made off on horseback. If we want to pursue, we'll just have to continue on the cart.
If they've gone on horseback, we'll never catch them.
The body on the floor is gargling quite a bit and moaning a bit. He doesn't look like he's completely dead.
Ah.
I'll look down at him. Perhaps you'd like to tell us where you are going and why
Does
you
this
were
guy not have
eating
a
people
weapon on him?
It looks like there's a sword, but it is quite a little way off from his hand. It looks like he's threw it as he fell down.
So this wasn't one of the ones that had a black powder weapon?
No.
Shit balls.
Nice try.
If it was one of the ones with the black powder weapon, I think that probably our knight would have been shot as he approached.
They're not honestly.
Can I have some water, please, gents? I'm a gunner, I think. I just need some water.
Where did your friends go?
They weren't friends. They took me hostage.
He's not going to tell us anything.
I lean down to him and go, tell us everything we want to know, and I shall ease your suffering.
We do have a wizard here who might be able to heal you if you're honest with us.
Okay.
I'm still glowing. So there's still an orb glowing kind of above my shoulder. If that helps.
We rescued Megalith. We were paid to get him, and we've got him, and now he's escaped.
So you murdered the militia and cut up a woman and ate her.
Oh, it weren't me.
Gonna go yak in the corner.
Water, please. I need some water. Give me some water. I'll tell you what you need to know.
What?
Give him a small drink of water and go, where would he be going?
I don't know. He wasn't. I believe he has business in the area, but more water, please.
No more water for you, cannibal.
If a Druki's in the area, he's likely here to try and assassinate someone. Imaran says, literally doing what I'm doing now, stroking his chin.
Just behind a tree, hurling my guts up.
Based on where the horse tracks are leading, do we have an idea of where they may be headed to?
They look like they're heading the same way as where you came, so they're headed towards Stronger. They've took the Riverside Road again.
Well, we could try to track them, or at least long enough to try to hail a road warden and let him know what's happened here. What do you think, my friends?
If there's...
I just want to get to Ubersreik.
It'll be all right, Johan. I
What be
won't tell your
wrong with
father about that
Johan?
either.
There's a lot of them and they have black powder weapons. I don't see how we can take them.
Water, please. Water.
Oh, shut up. Give him a little kick.
I'm gonna stab him. Coming in.
Yeah, you plunge your dagger into his neck, and he soon ceases to move.
Let's throw his body off the road so nobody else accidentally hits it.
My God, humans are savage.
I've got no sympathy for anyone who would do what they did to that woman.
I can't believe he killed my NPC.
Really, Jim?
Really? After what they just did to us?
I mean, he was the one left behind who didn't have anything to do with it, unfortunately. Possibly.
Nah, he knew too much. He was in on it. He said that they helped him escape.
He also said he was held captive.
So what's left?
I think he was lying.
In the chest that had the bits of the woman in.
Yep.
Were the bits of the woman well dressed, fancy like, or were they was she still in clothes that looked well travelled, or what?
Yeah. So it was just bare skin. There's clothes in folded up in another chest.
What was that then?
There's quite an impressive looking hat in there.
Was there a silver pin?
Yes.
I suggest
that be the trappings of a hunter.
I suggest we take these to Ubersreik and hand them to the authorities, and they can go after these people that have escaped. I don't believe it's for us to be chasing them around through the woodlands. Other than our good knight friend here, I doubt many of us are equipped or skilled for that kind of fight.
You're right, Omar. That's probably the wise course.
As much as it pains me to say so, I agree with the pointy-eared git.
Thank you, Stunty.
Just want to get out of
Right,
it
then,
will be up with that one.
Let's turn the cart around and head back. It'll be all right.
You only get 2 portions of the human. As I pat him on the back as he's vomiting.
Oh,
I look at the elf and then vomit over the elf.
Well, that's not going to come out easily. It can just join all the mud that's down there. It's fine.
I'd say go take a jump in the river, but with that troll there, I think you might just have to wear that vomit for a while.
There's enough rain; it will probably wash off.
Yeah, I was going to say.
It is dawning on Johan that he was quite greedy where the meat was concerned.
Yeah, that's why he's hurling it. That's why he's throwing his guts up, making sure there is none of it left in there.
Well, let's go back then and collect the chest with the woman in it and head on to Ubersreik.
Do we carry the body or do we just carry the hat and the pin? They'd probably be able to identify her from that. Sorry, Johan. Was you trying to say something?
Right. Perhaps the hat and the pin will be enough.
I think Johan better go in the cart.
I agree.
You get back to the camp, but as originally you found that this prison cart is literally blocking the way, and the mud is that deep and that thick around either side of the path. You don't think you'd be able to move the cart around it, so you almost need to get rid of this prison cart out of the way. But you all do feel very, very tired.
Well, shall
Although
we?
very well fed.
I did not partake.
I don't think I've got anything left in the stomach anymore.
As much as I hate to say it, they already do have a campsite here. Shall we just stay here and then deal with the cart in the morning?
My only concern would be if the authorities turn up and we are here at the scene of a missing patrol, witch hunter, and prisoner. I might just be stating the obvious, but we may not want to find her.
I'm sure that once they see it's Johan von Ubersreik here, they won't doubt his noble cause.
You find a lot of officers want to find someone responsible so that they can be absolved of responsibility.
What's the cart made of? Is it mainly wood?
It's wood, but the bars themselves are iron, well crafted as well.
If only we had somebody who could do something to metal.
Yeah, if only we had a little bit more experience.
If we torched the cart, would that make enough room for us to get past afterwards?
It would do, but it'd probably take the rest of the night and probably well into the morning for it to burn away. It is quite sturdy wood.
Could we travel
and it would probably attract attention of someone who might be coming to look for
could we
missing patrol.
Kind of lift it and kind of wheel it out of the way between the 6 of us?
Absolutely. If you come up with a plan that could work on how you intend to get this broken.
Johan, isn't there something that we did in your university where we tipped over some cows? Was it? Could we leverage something and tip it?
Like I only had a rudimentary lathe.
Oh, perhaps if we used the donkey to lend its strength, we could tip it out of the way.
Yes, this reminds me of that evening where you drank too much again and you tipped over some cows.
Well, perhaps if we got a
I tip over a lot of
bar,
things.
we might be able to lever it up, and then the donkey could help pull it over.
Could I look for a fulcrum in order to tip it? So a large, strong branch.
Yeah, you'd be able to get lots of strong branches. There's probably none sort of lying around, but you could probably cut one down with an axe, maybe if you had one. Or
I'm assuming there's no axes lying around.
No, there's a few swords. Yeah, you could probably use a log or a particularly sort of long branch, maybe, but it might not be as strong as others.
Or do I think it would be easier to make a rudimentary wheel and then then just attach it?
Potentially, you could fix the wheel that is already there, even though it's the outside of it is destructed in. it's still intact. So perhaps if you could make 2 new spokes and sort of prop it out again, probably wouldn't last very long, but maybe.
Okay. Yeah, if someone can get me some word about congestion, yay big, I could probably make some replacement spokes to get it out of the way.
This could be an odd question, but could we just go around in the woods a little bit and come out the other side at the road further down?
Aren't the woods really thick?
Yeah.
We'd leave the Dowie's cart behind, wouldn't we? Yeah.
I ain't leaving no cart behind.
Someone get me some wood. I'll make the repairs.
All right, Johan, I'll take a look. I'm not that good in the woods, but I'll give it my
I'll
best.
go have a look and see if I can find anything.
I shall gallivant out and find something.
There's a troll.
I'll try not to get eaten by a troll. I wasn't going to go that way.
I'm going to spend, while they're looking for materials, I'm going to spend my time looking at the wheel to see the easiest way I could fix it for it to last long enough to roll out
I
the
will
way.
stand on top of my cart to keep lookout.
Okay. Is anybody getting any sleep?
Has anyone?
I will do afterwards.
If we can move past the cart, we can make camp afterwards. Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, we're saying we're not going to sleep until we've moved the cart.
Pretty much.
I think, yeah, for sure. Because we don't want to fall asleep and have the watch turn up or whatever.
Who is looking for what?
I'm looking for wood.
I'm helping with my.
Can I have one of them crossbows?
Yeah,
Stay on guard with.
They're in that cart.
Alright, I'll
That
jump on my cart
case.
with the crossbow.
Was there
use my
anything
dark
else
vision.
Was there anything else in the case? While the others are off looking for wood, obviously I'll look at the wheel, but that
Is
probably
the,
won't take that long.
Are the wheels from the cart we own the same rough size as the wheels on the prison transport?
You could probably change 2 wheels. You could change one, but it'd be you'd probably still struggle. But if you changed one and then maybe sort of tilted it a little bit and changed the other one, you would have 2 smaller wheels. Your cart's wheels are smaller than the prison.
Change it, roll it off, change it back.
Yeah, that'd be faster than trying to fix a brand new wheel or fix the old wheel. What do you think, Johan? Would that be faster than your repair on the wheel?
Do I think that would be faster, Jim?
It is a very good idea, but you're not really sure whether to say it's a very good idea because you actually didn't think of that.
I'm not sure the wheels of a Ford X cart would take the weight.
I don't like no idea about my cart being taken apart.
All right, Master Dwarf. We'll
Master Dowie,
the other way.
You're a poet. That rhymed. Cart apart.
I'm going to go and try and find some pieces
Shut
of wood
your
to
face,
help
you pointy-eared
solve the problem.
nonce.
Yeah, Warren at the point of your comment was just like, yeah, standard, and hops off into the woods to look for some trees.
Because otherwise I'm going to end up taking my knuckle dusters to that elf at some point. So.
Yeah.
I accompanied them into the woods just in case we run into
Got
any
a
more
fair
trouble.
bit of money. I'll pay you.
So you look around and you do find some bits and bobs, but yeah, I mean, you could probably tip the cart all the way over and then all the way over again. But to get it going with the wheel again, there's only Johan who probably know what he wanted for that sort of thing.
Decent-sized
maybe
pieces of
tipping
wood.
it over.
We're after decent-sized pieces of wood that are roughly spoke-sized that you can fashion something out of.
Yeah. Make me outdoor survival rolls, please.
Yes, that skill I am so good at.
Me too.
I believe in you.
Oh wow!
We got 2 successes each.
See, you just
-5.
I found a branch.
So Hagen finds a couple of sturdy branches that could do the trick, and so does Ilmarin. But as Carolyn she's looking for this wood. She's sort of hacking through the undergrowth and doesn't see Ilmarin coming the other way. And as he sort of props these two pieces of wood up, she cracks them with a sword and sort of knocks them out of his hand and breaks them. But you've still got these two really good pieces that Hagen has found.
Carolyn, you've got to watch out with that sword. I'll show you a few things later when we have time.
Sure.
I found some really good sticks. Bloody humans.
Maybe you could use the leg bone, Ilmarin.
Or not. I'm going to go with not.
Very lucky.
We just need
All right,
Johan to finish
Johan.
eating it, right?
Johan, can you do something with these? Will they work?
They look suitable.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they look suitable.
Perfect. And I will basically get to work, just fashion it crude, but something that will last long enough to get it out of the way.
Okay. Make me a roll. What have we got?
Trade engineering?
Yes, definitely.
Can I support at all?
I'm gonna fortune that.
Yeah.
Oh, son of a.
Can I assist at all?
Yes, you can assist. Yes, definitely assist.
How does that work?
How does that work? What do I do?
I'm going to give you a success level because you're helping.
So a flat pass then.
Yeah, you flat pass. So yeah, you do cram them in there. They're not the most sturdy, but yeah, you've built out the wheel a bit, and you've got the wheel back on again.
All right, let's get this prison cart out of the way and get on the road.
Yeah, just push it out of the road and let's get some sleep.
Okay. So again, make me another trade engineering roll, please.
Oh, God. Let's hope it goes better than the last one. Let's use another. Oh my God!
You are the most shit engineer.
Okay.
Nearly
Has
didn't
anybody
study
got
at
a
university.
reroll? Roger. Has Roger got any rerolls?
No, I don't have any.
No. Okay.
Unfortunately,
Okay,
no
so-
one can.
As you're about to sort of push it, you thought,
Oh, I've
just
just
be on
been
the
given
safe
one.
side. Okay. Yeah, okay. Thank you,
Come on.
non-anomaly.
I've got to roll under some, this eventually, right? No,
What's your target number for this?
45.
Oh, God! Bloody hell.
Yeah, I've consistently
in
high.
here then
Oh, you've got another one if you want to.
until
Go
the
for
card
that.
roll.
Just keep reroll.
Okay. So
I can't use another fortune point, can I?
So you're worried that
Can I fortune it?
You accidentally set fire to the card somehow.
it's a fumble, isn't it, that you've just rolled there?
Am I allowed to fortune that?
Yeah, you could. Yeah, go on, fortune it. Yes.
Finally,
Hey!
it only took like 6 rolls.
You sort of wander back over to the
my
wheel
word.
and you sort of think, should I give it a big kick just to make sure it's steady?
Oh,
And
wow.
then as you go to do that, you realise, hold on a second, if I kick it, my leg goes straight through it, my leg's going to be in the way and I'm going to smash my leg. No, I won't do that. Okay, lads, let's just try and pull the cart anyway. Yeah, so yeah, you get it on and the cart sort of moves to the side of the road, and then as it gets to the side of the road, it just sort of like breaks. But the road is clear for your donkey cart to get past now.
So let's make sure we get any identifiable tokens, the Witchfinder's hat, her pin, anything else that might identify her out of the trunk of dismembered body parts before we head on to make camp.
Yeah, we'll take the one at the chest and fill it with anything that looks potentially valuable of what's left behind.
Yep. there's a couple of nice dresses in there as well. It don't look like that they've never been worn, basically, but there's like you're probably guessing that they're worth some money. That the stitching on them looks like exquisite. Really good.
It's something we could hawk. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, you get the cart past. It's almost getting light in the morning now. Yeah, almost. Yeah. You could all do with a bit of a break before you sort of
hats going over the eyes.
Okay.
I look over at Johan snoring, and I go, "All right, I'll take the first watch then."
Okay. How are we for time, guys? By the way, Dan, are you okay?
I'm okay for another 20 minutes.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, excellent. Okay, we'll give it to that pass. Okay, so you set up sort of
possibly in the car
a mobile camp.
Anything up.
Are you setting any sort of watch out or?
No, I'll take the first watch.
Okay.
Go next. For you, a second.
Aaron's probably feeling quite worse for wear and he's just sleeping.
I just took an endurance test to see whether Carolyn was still moderately awake. -3 success levels. Nope.
Oh dear.
Yeah. So, Hagen, your watch goes without incident.
I wake up my relief and then bed down for a couple hours.
Okay. Who's taking over from Hagen?
Oh, I will.
Yeah.
Oh no, sorry, the wizard wasn't it?
I was, but I don't mind.
Oh no, go for it. I'll go after.
The distinct impression Jim's gonna make me roll something.
Okay. As you're about halfway through your watch, you've got this funny feeling that you're being watched. Would you make a perception roll for me, please?
Excellent. Failure. Two degrees of failure.
Jim, would this be us being potentially in danger?
You know you've got fortune points, by the way.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, it could be in danger, Dan. Yes, absolutely.
Because I have sixth sense.
Yes, you do.
Sleeping?
I mean, I'm an elf. I'm probably so amazing that even if I'm sleeping, it's fine, right?
Where are the fortune points on the character sheet in Foundry?
It's on the main tab, about halfway in the middle of the character sheet.
To use one, just right-click on your roll.
I mean, ultimately, Jim, you get to decide whether I get to use sixth sense or not.
Yeah. You meditate. You don't sleep. Elves don't sleep. Yeah. Something breaks your concentration, and you sort of flick out your eyesight, and you think you see the fast-moving shape of fur or something out within the trees.
I had to do an intuition test, and I got 4 levels of success, an impressive success. So, do I just see fur, or do I see more?
That's critical.
It's a wolf.
It's a wolf. I spring up and go. Actually, I'm not a combat person. Master Hagen.
What?
We're being circled by a wolf.
Ah, damn.
Probably a wolf.
Hopefully, a wolf and not multiple wolves. And I'm pointing in general directions.
You spotted another 2 wolves.
I spotted another 2 wolves. There are at least 3 wolves out there.
Everybody up. Crack my shoulders. Pull the shield up and the sword.
Manling, what's going on?
10 more minutes.
What's going on, Manling?
We got a pack of wolves on us.
Come on, Johan. On one of them.
Pack of what?
Wolves.
Bastard things.
So, as you gain your bearings, You notice that they are wolves, in fact, Hagen and Mordek. There are indeed wolves, but they don't seem to be getting any closer to you. They just seem to be circling round and then going back on themselves, almost looking for a way in, looking for a weakness within your group.
Nah. That ain't it. They're scared of the elf smell.
Well, be thankful that I smell. Better than you.
I can't believe we had the elven nod. Bobble.
Can I try to shoot one with a crossbow?
Go for it.
I will try as well. I know I haven't added a crossbow to my trappings yet.
As you sort of level your crossbow towards this wolf, the rest of the party do look quite nervous, especially with how things have gone so far.
I'm sure they've got absolutely everything to worry about.
I'm wondering if the safest place to be is in front of him or behind him.
You can do this, Johan. You can do this.
I mean, technically it didn't actually go wrong.
Where do I put ammunition?
Internal.
And apparently I have to find ammunition to add it to my trappings.
What's it under?
I'm guessing bolts.
Bolts.
I would guess. Yes, bolts.
Yeah, bolt.
Wait.
How many bolts were there?
30. Well, there was 3 crossbows and 30 bolts.
I don't particularly want to pick up a crossbow.
There you go.
I can't hit the side of a castle with a rock, so.
And elves won't debase themselves to use such terrible weapons.
I'd fire it randomly off into the trees.
That might scare him, Johan. I'm not sure.
It's off, wolves!
So
I'll give it a go as well. Hold on, I'll give it a go as well. Let me.
Yeah. You all watch Johan and
You may have to equip
sort
it
of
before
take
you can, before it appears in
You've
your
all
combat
seen-
tab.
As well as ammunition.
You've all seen crossbows fired before, as well as bows and things like that. And you've seen competent people fire bows.
That's not what a competent person does. Yeah.
But Johan has probably just done one of the most outrageous misses that you've ever seen.
I don't know. Let's have a look at see.
But you realise what's happened. So as he's sort of talking himself up, he's sort of rolling his sort of crossbow round.
I'm trying to fire it
what
like
he's
a gun.
done is, as he sort of turned it upside down, the bolt has fell out at his feet and he's not realised. And as he sort of picks it back up again and aims, and he's got to where it is, twang, and where did that go?
I'm just going to lean down,
sure
I'm going to lean down, pick up the bolt, and hand it to him.
Okay.
It'll be okay, Johan. I won't tell your father about that either.
Oh, I'm too sober for this.
Oh God, I've only got a ballistic skill of 26.
Can you aim as well? I assume you can aim. Aim and fire. That's still a thing, right?
Yeah, it's still a thing. You just add a +1 to your advantage, I think.
Yeah, +1.
If you aim.
+1.
Everybody knows that dwarves are good at shooting crossbows.
Yeah, sure. Hold on.
And they're right.
Have it.
Hit on the body.
The dwarf almost sniggers at you as he sort of looks at you. And as he's looking at you, he releases his bolt. Yeah. And it thuds into the side of a wolf, which yelps in pain and sort of bolts off as best as it can do.
The elf heartily whacks the dwarf on the back. Fine shot, Master Dowey. As a genuine, he's being genuinely nice about the dwarf for a change.
Yes, and genuinely the dwarf just goes. Would have fit it better if it wasn't for this manling craftsmanship. Now a Dowie crossbow that be better craftsmanship?
Given you've got a ballistic skill 26, that might be the only time you're ever going to hit
I
something.
know, right?
so
Make the
enjoy
most
it.
of it.
That's amazing.
So did the wolves all run off? Or?
Are they all run off?
They do seem to back off. They're still there, but they are definitely keeping their distance.
All right, Johan,
I'm gonna
reload
down
and
and
try
kinda go,
again.
nah. Reload.
I'll have a go at firing a dart at them as well if I can.
Okay.
Nope.
Does it, as he's doing magic, does it look like he's starting to do magic?
Yeah, I would imagine so.
Yeah, the elf jumps out the cart. Ducks down. He's seen humans try to do magic. It's
You
never
don't trust human mages.
Yeah,
no.
humans doing magic just does never work properly.
And you're right, it doesn't work. But at least it doesn't do anything.
But at least nothing bad went up. Yeah.
It just
Okay.
didn't work. Shall we just get moving?
Yeah,
We're
what
all
time
up
is it?
now.
We're
We
still
might as
moving,
well.
Right? We're on the cart.
If
Might
they
as well.
decide to attack the cart, they're then trying to jump up on the cart, and we have swords.
I've got a stick.
We'll have the high ground.
Indeed.
It's over.
What's that? A dwarf has high ground?
Get in the cart.
I pull myself back into the car.
I try and take another
Well,
shot
if
at
it-
the wolves while they're all talking.
I saddle my horse, but I keep my eyes on the wolves.
I think I'm probably steering the car, so I better go do that.
Yeah.
Can I try and take a shot, Jim?
Of course you can.
Pretend it's a
Johan
gun.
isn't
Pretend it's a
giving up
gun.
yet. It's sort of, yeah.
Just uttering under his breath. Pretend it's a gun. Pretend it's a gun.
Uh-huh.
Nice.
Right arm. Right leg.
Oof.
Oh, hang
The
on.
one that Mordek,
So
shot.
that's 12 damage.
yeah, you basically loose the bolt into it and kill it. It stops moving. It lets out a yelp, and it's not moving anymore.
If you kill it by hitting it in the leg, do you just like pin its leg to the ground or something? Like, that's grim. Killing something by hitting it in the leg.
Johan, I haven't seen you fire that well since that drinking game where you shot the apple off that person's head. And let's
Oh, but
face it, that was a fluke.
That was
was
a
a fluke.
gun. I know what I'm doing with a gun. This thing's weird.
But it does work
And-
better if you have the bolt in it.
It does, but I mean, only some kind of savage society would rely on weapons without black powder in.
Gives them a look.
But look, I got it.
Sure you did, Johan.
Are you
It's
going
right
to
there.
fetch your
I think the Dowie slowed it down for you.
There's probably other wolves there, and Johan's quite not feeling that great and doesn't fancy getting mauled by wolves.
Let's go.
I agree with Caroline. I think we should make a move.
Yeah, get going. I'll lay back
got-
down and
have you
pull
got-
hat back over there.
No.
I am
Okay,
not laying
so-
back down. I'm keeping an eye out in case the wolves decide to attack the cart.
Johan doesn't care. He's going back to sleep.
The rain seems to have given it a bit of a break for the time being, as the morning sun sort of comes up. Yeah, and you make towards Ubersreik, and you can see in the distance the walls and the big gatehouse along from where you are. And slowly but surely you reach the gates. There is a queue at the gate as people are what looks like being searched as they go through the gate. And you've got about 20 people, 20 sets of group in front of you. You wait your turn.
I tap over at Johan and I go, were we supposed to go directly to the Lady Natch or?
I'm going to
What
take
did
the
her missive
opportunity
say?
to get some rest now because I'm less expecting us to get unexpected. I'm less expecting an attack now.
Yeah. As you get closer to the walls, you notice that there's about 4 guards with pikes and halberds that are sort of checking loads and things. And there seems to be one strange-looking bearded man who's hanging from the wall, shouting orders down at the guards down there. And he seems to be very foul-mouthed, very foul-tongued. Every other word is some form of profanity.
Might I suggest that we bring the attention of these belongings to the guard before we're searched?
Here, lads! Here, if my eyes don't baffle me, I can see an elf.
Why does everyone always see an elf?
And there's a dwarf.
They can see him?
I'm right at the front of the car. I'm steering.
Rather undisciplined troops come over towards you. What's your business here?
Good morning, fine sir.
I'm Hagen Ritter von Delbers, and this is Johann von Erfinder, and we've been summoned to Ubersreik by the Lady Notch. In addition, on the way here, yes, we have. And also on our way here, we came across a broken down prison cart, a group of dead Ubersreik guards, and a dismembered and dead witchfinder. We've brought the hat and pin of the witchfinder back with us.
They look blankly at each other as if like not to know what's going on.
I know this might be a lot to take in. Perhaps you have a captain or a sergeant we can speak with.
Sarge! Shouted to the bloke on the wall. They've found some stuff. They've killed some. Did you say you killed them?
No, we found them dead.
Right. They've found them dead down the road, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, they found a witch and some soldiers.
Yes.
A witch and soldiers they found.
A witchfinder. There's
Witchfinder,
a bit of a difference there between a witchfinder and a witch.
Temple of Sigmar witch hunter.
Say again.
A witch hunter, Templar of Sigmar.
One of those blokes with the big hats.
Yeah,
yes.
Robbing his temples.
Carolyn has a very similar attitude at the moment. She's just kind of slumped in the car.
Okay.
Johann, do you still have the letter from the Lady Notch?
Yeah. Reach into a pouch and bring it out.
Hello, sir.
My name's Shirley, by the way. Pleased to meet you.
Shirley.
Yeah.
Pleasure, Johann.
Shirley, perhaps you should be expediting, lad, so you can get us through gate quicker to speak to the sheriff, and so therefore make this not your problem. Can I follow that up with a charm roll?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, no. Believe it, bitches. I have charm. No one said it was any good. Christ, it's awful. Well, it works.
You've rolled so many fives and ones and shit.
To be fair, that's actually not a terrible score for the level we're at.
Oh, yeah. I see what you're saying, Master Dwarf. Yeah. Okay. Where is this piece of paper that you have? And I'll get this and I'll see if I can move you through quite quickly.
Right here.
Okay, he rolls it out. Now, if only I could read.
I'll kind of go, may I? And
No. It's here somewhere. I'm sure I can read somewhere. Oh, if only I could.
It's all right. Shirley, here. How about? And Hagen reaches over, shakes his hand, puts a shilling in it, and go. Does that make it a little easier?
Yeah. It's that blow that I took from an orc a couple of weeks ago. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
The knee.
Johann von Hagen, Lady now. Oh, yeah. Oh, Squire tonight.
Oh dear God! I knew humans were slow, but
I think I've got this. If you'll come round the fast lane here, I'll ship you through. And he sort of grabs hold of the donkey and starts pulling it.
I'm assuming he hands me the letter back.
Yeah. And he leads you to the gate, and the gate's open. And that's where we shall leave it for this week.
Awesome. That was really, really cool, dude.
Love
that. That was brilliant.
Fantastic.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Hopefully there won't be so much commenting in episode 2.
Everybody. Yeah.
Yes.
Please tune in for episode 2 next week.
Where we will try to start.
I would again like to apologise to our audience for my bad accent.
Okay.
it's a fine dwarven accent. What are you on about?
Better than Dan's Elven one.
Yeah.
I am an elf who's lived in the old world for most of his life. I'm not going to talk like a pond.
He might not have mastered the elven accent, but he certainly mastered the Beyonce head wobble.
It's the elven grace.
It's the elven grace.
Yeah.
We're all
The
dancers.
gallivanting, I believe.
Yes. We don't
The
run, we
elven lack
gallivant.
of grace.
Oh, dear. Right.
No, seriously, that was really good.
Yeah,
That
thank
was a
you
lot of
very
fun.
much for watching, guys, and I'll see you next week.
Thank you
Bye-bye.
very much.
Bye.
Cheers.
Bye.